Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here. Let's wake up, guys, and open for business as we take on Taco Tuesday. Wow. Power rankings. The early ones are out right now. ESPN put theirs out about 2 hours ago. And our Dallas Cowboys have since dropped from 8 to 12. Could be worse. It could be worse. We were close, kind of got robbed there at the end, had some issues on the offensive line, defensive line having some issues stopping the running game, and got beat in a close game on the road. And being on the road was one of the problems we had last year, but I'll say this much at least. At least Amari Cooper didn't disappear on the road. That was one of the problems we had last year, and I'll talk about that later on today. But Amari had 10 catches, 81 yards. Not spectacular, but he got 10 catches. It wasn't one of those ones where it was like, where's Amari? So that's some good news that we at least had there. But as far as the power rankings go, let's just kind of go through them and see where the NFC East, which is leading by the Washington football team. Wow.
What the hell's going on out
Yeah. I'm just still mystified by that one. But hey, the highest ranked on the list is our Dallas Cowboys, which were eighth, dropped to 12. Okay. As we go down the list, behind the Cowboys, of course, is Tampa Bay. Skip. Tampa Bay, 13. I thought they were going to go 16-0 with Tom Brady. The Minnesota Vikings, boom. The Arizona Cardinals jump up 4 spots to 15 after beating the NFC representative of the Super Bowl, the 49ers. And the Eagles drop from 12 to 16. 16. Quite frankly, I'm not sure that they deserve to be quite there. That game was kind of reminiscent of 2017 for the New York Giants. The Giants going into that season, as Chris Sims put it, were his Super Bowl favorites, because they did beat the Dallas Cowboys twice the year before. They made the playoffs. Odell Beckham didn't show up in the playoffs and put a hole through the wall. But going into that season, they thought the Giants were the class of the division, and they ended up stinking and have stunk ever since. And then they got rid of Odell Beckham, and the stank still stayed. So then as we go further, we got the Raiders. We got the Colts that had that surprise loss to Gardner Minshew, who had 19 out of 20. That was just amazing. The Texans dropped from 19 to 16, and the Bears moved up from 22nd to 21. And then we have the Atlanta Falcons at 21. Okay, keep going. And there we have the Washington football team, which I'm surprised that they only went from 31 to 24. Let me say that again. The Washington football team, which leads the NFC East, or least we can say at the moment, beating the team that a lot of people thought was one of the best teams in our division, they're only 24th. Does that say more about the Washington team or more about the Eagles? That they're really saying that beating the Eagles was nobody? I don't know. Just saying. Just putting out there. You decide. And then as we go way back, the New York Giants, who held serve, were at 29 last week and are at 29 this week. So that's where we sit with the power rankings. Hopefully the Cowboys can get themselves together against the Atlanta Falcons and start righting the ship. So it's Tuesday. It's the off day for the players, as the players are now into their game week practice schedule and stuff. They'll be back on the field tomorrow. We now know that Thursday is actually the big practice day for the team. Friday is a little bit easier. Saturday's a walkthrough. Sunday's a game. Mike McCarthy's changed things because usually Friday was the big practice. Saturday was walkthrough before the game. So I say before everybody panics, give it some time. We gave Jason Garrett 10 years. We've only been through one game, and we had some positives. We know Aldon Smith looked pretty good for a guy who hasn't played in 4 years. He could potentially be the comeback player of the year. Dak has got a quicker release, and, as much as y'all say he's garbage, that pass play to Michael Gallup was dead on the money. That ball was humming when it got there. Michael Gallup made a great catch. The only problem was the officials saw it differently than everybody else. But to be able to make that play as opposed to the duck I saw Jimmy Garoppolo throwing, Jimmy Garoppolo, that some of you guys say is head and shoulders better than Dak. That was a duck. Quack, 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 quack. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a duck. And we won't even talk about Carson Wentz. It's funny how when you don't have an offensive line, how hard it is to throw. It's just really, really hard to throw much anything. But anyway, back to the Dallas Cowboys being the off day. It's the off day for the players, and we hope that they stay corona-free. But it's also not an off day for the coaching staff. They're still working together to put together the game plan for this week. And also, typically, Tuesday is the day that you bring in other players to work out to try and fill in roster holes. Now, I'm not exactly sure how it works because my mentality on the whole Earl Thomas situation is this. The players, of course, they didn't have any positive tests of corona, going into this week, which is great. Because the players are being tested as they go into the facility and working out and everything on that. They're making sure that that is a safe zone, which is great. But if it's a guy who's out on the streets, a guy that didn't make a practice squad, that you're bringing in for a tryout, a guy who's not currently on a team. So if it's like an Earl Thomas, we don't know what Earl Thomas is doing, who he's around. We don't know who Eric Reed is around or any other players that are out there. I'm sure they have to get a COVID test before they come into the facilities, but you still have to have 3 consecutive days of negative tests before you can work out with the team. So if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're not getting on the field with the team until Thursday, which means more than likely you're not going to be on the field come Sunday. So basically, in my mind, and I'm an idiot with the voodoo doll. In my mind, you're not getting any help that's really going to help you this week. It'll be able to help you really more next week, but you're not going to be really able to get anybody that's going to help you this week. And that's where I say that Earl Thomas situation, yes, it would behoove the Cowboys if they were going to sign him this week because you don't have to guarantee his contract. If he acts up, you could cut him, and which means that yesterday would have been the day to do that because then you could get him on the field by Wednesday. That hasn't happened. So I think Earl Thomas is definitely a no-go. But I think the Cowboys are going to be turning over every rock right now to look for offensive linemen because we definitely need some help there. Tight end, definitely now losing Blake Jarwin for the season. Hopefully Dalton Schultz, who was surprised that now all of a sudden he was the guy, gets a week of practice together as the guy and doesn't have the drops. You're going to probably be looking around tight end help as well as offensive line help and possibly safety help. So we'll keep an eye out and see if the Cowboys bring anybody in and where that goes. So the bad news for me is I got to go back out in the country there where I don't have access to the internet, which sucks. So it'll be a blackout for me for about 6 hours or so. So I will get you caught up when I get done with everything. But as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Oh, and last night we did our drawing for the Dak Prescott autograph shirt, which is authenticated by Emmett Smith's company, Pro Viva. I hate to say goodbye to that. DT was the winner chicken dinner. It's posted in the community tab. The link to, or DT, email me so that way I know that it's you, and we'll get it sent out to you. You have until midnight tonight. Okay, midnight tonight. We posted in the community tab. We're telling you here on the videos. Get in touch with me so that way we can get you the shirt. If not, DT doesn't claim it, then it will go back and we'll draw it again. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.